Y'all know I only bring the shades out on a special occasion, but I am fired up about the move the Dolphins just made. Welcome to Dolphins Today. I am Will Scott here with some breaking news. The Dolphins have signed offensive tackle Eric Fisher to the 53-man roster. We saw the offensive line struggle yesterday. Something needed to be done. They have signed a former number 1 overall pick, and this is why you subscribe, because when the Dolphins make a move, we get you guys a video ASAP. Go down, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, because if you have your notifications on, you're going to get an alert on your phone whenever the Dolphins make a move. Adam Schefter was the first to report. Dolphins are signing former number 1 overall pick Eric Fisher, and in a corresponding move, placing starting offensive tackle Eric Fisher on IR per league sources. We'll talk more about the Fisher news, or the Jackson news, here in a second. Now let's talk about the Eric Fisher news. The number 1 overall pick in the 2013 NFL Draft. He's got a lot of experience. In fact, 9 years of experience, 132 career games played. He has 128 career starts. Colts starting left tackle last season after he spent a lot of time with the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm really excited about Fisher. He's the guy that we've talked about quite a bit here on Dolphins Today as a potential option. Whenever we've done offensive lineman free agent targets, he has been discussed, and I think this was much needed. Some depth on the offensive line. We saw how disastrous it's been without Teron Armstead this season. Now you add some depth at that position. Grade the signing. Go down, let me know. Type A, B, C, D, or F. This is an A+ grade for me. You needed some help on the offensive line, specifically at the tackle position. Let's take a look now at what this offensive line might look like. Now, Brandon Shell could still very well be the starting right tackle until the end of the season. We'll have to wait and see. I think short term, yes, Shell will be the guy at right tackle, but maybe they view Fisher as the better option. But Shell's been serviceable at right tackle. Really, the bottom line here is if Armstead's going to miss another game or two, you have to have someone that can play left tackle that is not Greg Little. And we'll talk more about Little later on in the show. But, he's kind of struggled this season. His PFF grade actually yesterday was halfway decent. But again, we'll talk more about Little in a second. I want to tell y'all, though, about our new sponsor, Rocket Money. And I don't know about y'all, but I cannot keep track of the number of subscriptions that I have. I'll notice a credit card charge, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm still paying for that after all these months? That is why I love using Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill. The app shows all your subscriptions in one place and then cancels for you whatever you don't still want. Rocket Money can even find subscriptions you didn't know you were paying for. You may even find out you've been double charged for a subscription. To cancel a subscription, all you have to do is press cancel, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Get rid of useless subscriptions with Rocket Money now. Go to rocketmoney.com/DolphinsChat. Seriously, it could save you hundreds per year. rocketmoney.com/DolphinsChat. It has already saved me a lot of money. It can also save you a lot of money as well. That link in the comments and the description of this video. So we're talking about this in the Chat Sports office because a lot of people were asking me, well, does this mean Eric Fisher is going to be the starting left tackle and they're going to move Armstead to right tackle? Probably not, because Teron Armstead has never played right tackle. Eric Fisher has, although he has not played that position since 2015, but still over 1,000 career snaps at right tackle. It's possible that Fisher will be the backup swing tackle and Brandon Shell be the starting right tackle going forward. When Armstead gets back, he'll obviously be the starting left tackle, but if Armstead can't go on Sunday, maybe they just get Fisher up to speed and have him play left tackle. I don't know. He hasn't been with the team the entire season. He's got to get back into football shape. But really, the bottom line is they do not trust Greg Little to be the starting left tackle going forward, and they shouldn't. He's been one of the worst graded tackles in football all season. So Greg Little not going to be starting on this football team anymore. Do you feel better about the offensive line now after the signing of Eric Fisher? Type Y for yes or type in for no down in the comment section. Go down, let me know. Also want to hit on some Tua injury news. I mentioned that he left the game with the ankle injury in my post-game show yesterday. Here's what Tom Pelissero reported last night, a few hours after the game. Dolphins QB Tua Tagovailoa, who suffered an ankle injury late in today's loss to the 49ers, could have returned to the game per sources. Again, he just missed one series, one play, really, because Skyler threw a pick on that first play. The injury isn't believed to be significant, and Tua is expected to start next Sunday night versus the Chargers. So it sounds like Tua's fine. That report makes it sound like he's fine, and if it was a significant injury, he would not have stayed on the field for the last couple of minutes of that football game. He would have gone immediately to the locker room. So Tua's going to be fine, and he will start on Sunday night against the Los Angeles Chargers. Tua against Herbert, 5th overall pick in 2020 against the 6th overall pick. That game is going to be hyped up throughout the week. The Chargers actually lost to the Raiders yesterday, so that is a must-win game for them. I mean, if they lose, fall 6-7, their playoff hopes are going to be not pretty. So that's a really big game for them at home. And if you're a Dolphins fan in California, I encourage you to go to that game because there's no such thing as Chargers fans, at least in Los Angeles. So go and take over SoFi Stadium on Sunday night. That's going to be a big game. We are, of course, going to be live for it on Sunday. Hope to see y'all there. Daniel Owie Fussy of the Miami Herald tweeted this out earlier, so we just learned this news today as well. The NFL announces Dolphins-Bills will be the night game for its Saturday tripleheader in Week 15. So Miami will face the Bills in Buffalo, 8:15 Eastern Time on Saturday, December 17th. So mark your calendars. That game is no longer on Sunday. It is in prime time on Saturday. So 3 straight prime time, at least nationally televised games here for the Dolphins as we look at the schedule. So the Chargers, that's on Sunday Night Football. The Bills, Saturday Night Football. The Packers, that's going to be nationally televised on Christmas Day. And then you finish the season in New England and then hosting the Jets. So it's a really tough stretch here to end the season for the Dolphins, but you are getting a lot of national attention because of it. Go down, subscribe to the channel. That is the sub link right there, youtube.com/Dolphins News. We're going to continue to keep you posted on all Dolphins roster moves throughout the week leading up to the big Sunday night game against the Chargers. You can also follow me on IG at Willie Fins. I'm also on Twitter at WillScott44. But let me know what y'all think about the Eric Fisher signing down in the comments section. I'm really excited about it. Props to Chris Greer for finally addressing this offensive line, making a really big signing.